Oh, stupid creepers! Chasing me. Stupid Endermen stealing grass blocks again. Creeper hole. Oh, good, another creeper. Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of The Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. I'm sitting here looking at what we built in our second Minecraft mini, and if you didn't check that out, what happened was my son, the Casually Avid Kid, came on, and he gave me the idea for a new build. And whatever he said, I tried to take it and make a good-looking build out of it. And that may become another feature, a regular feature, because I think that just turned out really cool looking. Today we're on to a new episode of the Let's Play, and I've got some big plans. One of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to go gather a ton of obsidian. Then the second and main thing we're doing in this episode is we are going to begin work on a slime farm. The reason why I need the obsidian is I recently traded in a bunch of zombie flesh to a villager who buys it. I think it's the priest. And one of the things they sell are Eyes of Ender. Eyes of Ender have two main purposes. They can either help you find the stronghold so you can go fight the Ender Dragon, or you can use them to build what are called Ender chests. Now, ender chests are a thing that if you put something in an ender chest and leave it there and walk to a base on a completely different part of the world and open an ender chest there, all your stuff will be there. And I think that'll really help transferring stuff from like my mine into my main base. Hi, Pirate Eye. And so that's the first thing we're going to do. And ender chests need an Eye of Ender, which I've got a couple now, which is great. But they also need 8 obsidian, I think. So we're going to collect a bunch of that now. Oh, stupid creepers! Chasing me. Stupid Endermen stealing grass blocks again. Creeper hole. Oh, good, another creeper. Huh. That's a mighty big creeper hole. That was pants. Alright. That one's going down. For the cause. Is there a cause? I don't know that there's a cause. But I'm going to shoot him. And it's going to be awesome. Well, I just finished fixing all of those creepers' cosmetic modifications. You know, if we go back to look at how this area looked when I first got over here versus how it looks after all the creeper fixes, it probably looks a little different. Gathered up my obsidian and my Eyes of Ender, and I'm going to make 2 ender chests because one is kind of worthless. So there we go. 2 it is. Awesome. And I think I'm going to put it here. I've already got a spot laid out. Put that down there. Perfect. Oh, so perfect. I am just... Oh, this is so cool. I hate creepers. Okay, so we're over here at our mine. And we're going to just put our other ender chest in our kind of primary area here. Yeah, we'll drop it right there. Now, anything we put in there, we should be able to pull it out back at our base. I was doing some quick math just to see how many resources I think I'll probably need for this build. And turns out we're going to need slightly more iron than I have. Now, this thing has been really useful. Probably 3/4 of the iron I have already has come from this rather than mining. But this build, this slime farm, is going to take a lot of hoppers, and hoppers just eat up iron. And they actually it'll take more iron than I have right now. Luckily, the slime chunk I found is near enough here. It's just over in this area here that this farm will be running as I'm finishing digging everything out. So hopefully we will make up our iron deficiency through vitamins and through a handy dandy iron farm. Now, the way slime farms work is that if you are in a chunk of the game, which is a 16 by 16 area, that slimes can spawn in, they will spawn at level 40 and below. It's my understanding. And since I'm going to be digging out roughly level 40 all the way down to bedrock, it would actually be easier to dig that from above rather than below. I had gone below in my mine and cut my way over. And what ended up happening is I was trying to dig up to level 40, and I kept running into lava lakes that would pour down on me. And you can deal with lava well enough with a bucket of water, but not from below. You have to hit it from above. So I am going to do take 2 now and just try to dig down from the surface, and that should work a little better. I've made it down to level 40. For those of you who don't know I made it down to level 40 because I'm checking the debug screen, and my Y value that you can kind of see about 25% of the way down on the upper left, my Y value is 40. And now what I'm going to do, I'll turn that off, is I'm going to find the edges of the slime chunk, and I'm going to start digging down around those edges. I'm standing on level 40, and as you can see, I've begun to cut away or dig down in a square. This square completely surrounds this chunk, and inside these blocks is the chunk that slimes are eligible to spawn in. So you notice I'm not cutting any of that out yet because I don't want to have to deal with a bunch of slimes falling on me while I'm trying to build this thing. So cutting those out will be, or cutting out the floors where the slimes will spawn, will be the first, or be one of the last things I do. However, I am digging around this all the way around the chunk. Let's see, how far did I get? Yeah, I made it over to there last time. You can see the opening in there. So I'm digging all the way around, and I'm going to take this all the way around down to bedrock level. Okay, I'm not even halfway down to bedrock in my slime farm. And as you can see right here, this pick is about done in. And this is a really good pick. It's got Unbreaking 5, Fortune 3, or Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 5. So it works really fast, it gets me good stuff, and it lasts a long time. And I have, as you can tell, just about broken it. So what I need to go do now is I need to go repair it. And for that, I need an anvil. So we're over here at our monastery, and there is lots of good stuff planned for this monastery. I have not forgotten about it. But today we're focusing on that slime farm, and to do that, I need a good pick. So I came over here where I've got my anvil, and I take the pick I want to fix, and I put that in there, and very nice, for the cost of just an unenchanted diamond pickaxe and only 5 levels, I get my super pick. I named it the Fancy Shredder. I don't know why. Don't judge me. I get it back at full durability. So that is awesome. I just wanted to stop and show you guys how, or at least I want to take another look at how awesome this looks at night. That new build it pops so brightly at night. I just think that looks really cool. And The casually avid kid picking a build, I think that's going to have to happen more often. It has taken an insane amount of time to get down, but I've made it down to level 6, y equals 6, which I think is good enough. If you look way up there and you see a little tiny lit up area up there, that's where we first started digging down, and that's going to be the first level of our slime farm, way up there. So we've still got an absolute ton of work to do. But before we actually start creating the slime spawning levels, we need to get our collection system in place. Alright, before I get to making those hoppers, I see that my pick is almost completely worn down again, and that's just in one build. That was a lot of digging, so I'm off to fix it again. What's going to happen is this central area is going to be cut out, and there will be platforms roughly every 4 spaces, or every 4 blocks high. And what's going to happen is the slimes will spawn on those platforms, then they are going to fall down here, and there's going to be running water down here, and that running water is going to push the slimes from the inside of the area, so from blocks like this, to the outside. And what it's pushing them into is going to be cactuses, and the cactuses will damage the slimes and eventually kill them, and then the slime balls will drop, and they'll go into hoppers that are going to be on the ground. So the first order of business is to start cutting out places for our cactuses, or excuse me, our cacti to go. Right, as you guys can see, we've got our sand in, and our cactus are in and growing. And I'm sorry for the choppy video. I hope everything ends up working out okay. But they're already growing in here, so the cactus will be pushed by the water up against, or not the cactus, the slime will be pushed by the water up against the cactus, and the cactus will do the killing. Actually, I need to bring an axe back to take care of that too. Anyway, so the cactus will take care of the slime, and the slime balls will drop down into the water. But under the water, there will be a line of hoppers that run into this chest. And now looking at it, I've got this chest up one too high. We have to actually sink this chest into the floor. Just like there. And each of those this hopper runs into that hopper, which runs into that hopper, which will run into the chest. So if we drop some cobblestone there, over here, and it appears there. So that's good. Alright, however, I vastly underestimated the number of hoppers I was going to need. So I actually need to go back to my base, get some more iron, and make some more hoppers. I've got about half of the hoppers we need in, and I am just going to give them a quick test. Let's go see what we got. There we go. Beautiful. Creeper break. Let's get the last of these hoppers in, and we'll give them a final test. Oops. And let's feed it some steak, see if it works. Ah, there they are. Lovely. So our next step is to place water all along the inside edge, so all the water is flowing outwards like this. That way they'll be pushing the slimes into these cacti, and any slime balls that drop, the water will push them over these hoppers. The hoppers will pull them in, and they should wind up in our chest over there. So we'll just start. Luckily, for the first time ever, I have depth strider boots, so I can move really fast in water, and that is seriously cool. So this is pretty much the processing chamber, or the killing chamber, for the slimes done. Now all I need to do is start building the platforms. Alright, here we are on level 40. And actually, let's just take a quick look at the view, because that looks kind of neat. That's a long way down too. Alright, anyway, so what I'm going to do is carve out level 40. Just get 4 blocks down cleared off, and then once I get all that cleared out, I will check back in with you guys and show you how exactly we're going to build our spawning platforms. Okay, this is what the spawning platform would look like. Now all I have to do is repeat it 6 or 7 more times below me. Okay guys, I'm actually really excited because I just saw something really neat. I'm not even done with the second spawn layer, and we've already got some slime balls. So that, I am just, oh, I'm over the moon with that. That is just amazing. It is a new day, or more accurately, I should say, a new evening, and I am so glad to be back working on this project. I had just one beast of a day at work. Just one of those days that you wanted to move past and forget about even while it was happening. Although I suppose I do have to be honest, the evening after the day at work was actually quite great. That was no fun. Was just an absolute blast. My son, the casually avid kid, came back from his grandparents. And let's get up here. There we go. That's kind of a neat look. Came back from his grandparents, and so it was great to get to hang out and play with him again. We spent some time, and we watched some Star Wars this evening. We actually watched some Empire Strikes Back. That was awesome. And then he went to bed, and I got to spend some time with my wife, which was also awesome. So, bad day, great evening, and hopefully the good times keep rolling with this evening as we're working on this. Okay, as is becoming a theme with this build, I have pushed my very fancy pick to almost the breaking point, and now I have to go fix it. Again, I have worn my pick down to the breaking point for exactly the fourth time now. I'm gonna have to fix that again before I can do anything else, but we are done. Look at that. I know it's not all that pretty looking, but we're not supposed to see the inside of this ever again, because hopefully this thing will just work and we won't have to bother about it. But man, oh man, this took so much longer than I thought it would. As I said, I have Unbreaking III on my pickaxe, and I've had to repair that. I'll have to repair that for the 4th time when it's done. We dug out from about level 44 all the way down to, I think this is level 6. And this has just been... I've got cobblestone coming out of my ears. I have so many resources. It's just... well, that's good, because I can use them to build stuff, which will be a lot of fun. But man, oh man, am I glad to be done digging. I mean, my clicking finger hurts. You know, my pointer finger is cramping up from all of the mining I've done. But I'm really proud of this. Okay, I had gone AFK over at that slime farm for a little while, and I ended up with, let me show you, 72 slime balls, which actually isn't all that impressive. I know what the issue is. The issue is that there are a lot of caves and caverns and dark forests around where the slime farm is built, and all of those places are eligible places for monsters to spawn at any time because they're all dark enough. So Minecraft has just this large number of areas that are loaded by the game where a monster can spawn. And so that means fewer monsters spawn on my slime platforms. So that really, really slows down the rate of slime spawning. So we don't get a whole lot in the way of slime balls. However, this is far more than I had previously. Do you mind? I'm trying to film my outro. Okay, anyway. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into episode 9 of the Casually Avid Gamer Plays Minecraft. We got an absolutely huge project done today as I shoot at that skeleton. That slime farm took so much more time than I thought it would. Just the amount of time it took to mine that thing out was mind-boggling, far more than I had really expected. But we got through it, and we have a reliable supply of slime balls, which let us make slime blocks and sticky pistons, both of which can be used in very useful and very fun redstone contraptions. So our options for automation and other fun things have just gotten a lot broader, and I think that's really exciting. That's just going to be a lot of fun. So thank you again for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, please click that like button and let me know what you think down in the comments. Because, you know, I do this to share with you guys, and I want to hear what you think. If you want to, please subscribe. I bring you new videos every Wednesday and every Friday. Wednesdays are my Minecraft minis, which that little build there is what we built in the most recent one. And then on Fridays we do our longer Let's Play. So subscribe if you'd like. That would be awesome. I'd love to see you here every week. So thank you again for tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Ha! Nice, Dad.
Thanks, buddy.